Please subscribe and share this video with your friends. Hi, I'm Marni Battista from Dating with Dignity, and I am here. I'm going to do what Christian does. I'm here with the super hot, super smart
Corey Jenkins. This is where I should like flex and show my biceps and stuff.
Next time, no shirt. Just kidding. Okay. We want to get those views up.
Yeah, different kind of show. But
like, share.
That's actually the comment we got on our show a lot. They said, I don't care what you guys are going to say, just take your shirts off.
Oh, well, it works. But, you know, we have dignity here. So we're going to talk about how to get a man to want you. Okay, so I was thinking about this. Do you ever watch Downton Abbey?
No.
Okay, so Downton Abbey is a story about life in the early 1900s in a manor in England, okay? And they are so good, these women, at making men want them because they are discerning, they are feminine, and they are very clever in their communication. And I was thinking women can really learn a lot from going back to the old school days of really getting a man to like long for you. So how do they do that?
Well, I think it takes a little bit of personal discipline because yes, we are men. Most of us are more masculine than feminine, so we are drawn to that femininity, and part of that femininity is the obvious stuff. It's the, you know, it's the being a woman, it's being pretty, it's all that stuff. But if you also know how to balance sort of letting that out a little by little, also communicating in the relationship with me about what you want. Those are two big things. We definitely want women.
This is huge.
But we also want to communicate.
Right. Okay, so a lot of women are just terrified of communicating. They're afraid of saying what they want. They're afraid if they say what they want, then he's going to take off. They're going to be too needy. So it's almost like counterintuitive. So what I hear you saying is actually the more you sort of articulate who you are and what you want from a confident place.
Yeah, it doesn't cannibalize your femininity at all. You can still be this beautiful, gorgeous, sexy thing, and we're always going to be drawn to that. But here's the interesting thing. When you can actually communicate about who you are, it builds a foundation of trust with us, because as a man, we go, wow, not only is she obviously this feminine creature that I'm drawn to, but when she knows who she is and she can communicate with me, then we trust you. And again, it goes into that idea of this is a person we're probably going to want to partner with versus just sort of pounce on.
I love that. I had a client the other day actually who was taking some classes with me about communication, and she wrote, you know, this text message interaction, and the guy was like, what are you doing this weekend? And she was like, oh, you know, I have a few plans. And he said, cool, my plans are in flex. Find me around 5. And she was like, find me around 5? What? So she ended up writing this really great text. And I guess there's a movie called Working Girl. And one of the women says, I'm not like steak. You can't order me. So she wrote that. She wrote it in a funny, flirtatious way. Like, you know, if you want to go out with me, you have to pursue me. You can't just order me to say, like, find me around 5. And he wrote something really great back. And he said, you know, I definitely want to go out with you. That like made me smile, and I like that you're a woman who has some moxie.
See, they can work too, because traditional roles where a man pursues and the woman doesn't can work, but communicate about that. So yeah, if a woman is saying to me, hey, here's some things I'm interested in, I'd love it if you pursued me, then a man can go, oh, okay, now I'm clear how this is going to work, and now I can go do that.
And that's really great for texting and taking things offline, is that men sort of need direction, and I think
Sometimes
what you're saying is that they don't mind it.
No, we don't.
Right?
No, and quite the opposite. It's much easier. If a woman's like, hey, pursue me, then you're like, oh, this could be fun. This could be creative. Which, by the way, this reminds me of something else you were talking about, which is, well, then what does the pursuing mean? When does it come into making out and sex? And we were talking about how you can still date with dignity, not necessarily be having sex early in a relationship, but still have lots of fun.
Making out is key, ladies. Write this down for taking notes. Making out is key. So we're talking at the beginning about that longing. You know, you don't have to go to any extreme. You can make out, you can kiss, you can communicate about what sort of the boundaries are. That is going to make a guy want you. And men, from what I hear you saying, is
we get blamed for always wanting sex only. We like to make out too. We do. It's part of that affection thing we've talked about in previous videos. And I'm talking everything in between, everything from kissing to touching to, I don't know what we can say on your show, but yeah, there's a lot that can happen. And so no sex doesn't mean no fun. There can be lots of fun.
That is so great. So here's the thing. What he said, you are making a lot of assumptions, ladies, about what men want and what they need and what they think and what... No. The real good guys really want to pursue you. They want direction. They want goals. And I'd love for you to comment on this before we wrap up. I have heard from a lot of men that I've worked with that literally all men want is to make a woman happy. And sometimes they need a little direction.
This is interesting because I've seen Christian talk about this
Okay.
We do want to make a woman happy, but we also want to be in a true partnership.
Right.
So yes, we are masculine and we love making you feel good,
right,
but we also like it to be reciprocated.
Absolutely. So you can do that by having that open communication. I mean, literally, I think that communication is the golden nugget. And so if you're going to be that 10% better than 90% of the women out there, ladies, get your communication skills down, because that will turn you into a stunner, no matter how big your butt is or how small your boobs are, how many kids you have.
It is absolutely true. Communication, hands down, that will differentiate you from other women.
Thank you, Corey. I love you.
Ditto.
See you guys later. Bye. Peace.